Today I got to work on this long-haired husky, which turned out to be one of my toughest challenges. As you can see, the coat is in really rough shape, and he's been turned away from other groomers for snapping, which is the reason for the muzzle. It turns out he has lots of fleas and ticks, so much so it gets a little bloody. So before we start his bath, I try to get him calm, give you guys a closer look of how rough his coat really is. Now because of that heavy matting, I can't start with the pre-blowout. I have to try to brush a lot of those chunks and mats out first. And I didn't realize he had fleas or ticks yet, so thankfully I didn't do the blowout. And yes, this is a bit painful for him, hence the snapping. I don't blame him, but there's not much other choice. Even if I tried to shave him down, it'd still be painful. I'll try to calm him down in between and let him know it's okay. I would definitely not call him aggressive, he's just in pain. You can see how dirty he is as well. For some of the heavier mats, I'll use this Dematador. This is definitely my favorite dematting type tool. Much better than the typical single-sided one. And I'll use my One Is All Grandmaster clippers to shave the inside of his hips and groin area. The mats are just too heavy there. You can see all that hair we got out even before the bath. Now I realize he's got probably thousands of fleas on him, so I have no choice but a flea bath before the blowout. And it was much worse than I thought. You could see all that blood in the water, just dripping from him. I think a lot of this is built up dried blood that's coming off, not necessarily blood he's actually losing in the moment. Now we'll start off with that blueberry muzzle facial, get that shampoo rolling in for his regular bath. Now I'll get him brushed up from head to paw, but I'm very minimal here. Because he's already gone through so much brushing, I don't want to overdo it. Getting him cleaned up with a fresh start is a lot more important than getting a perfect D-shed on him. You'll still see a lot of that red in the hair, which is some of the blood coming out. I probably brush for only about 5 minutes here. Then we'll get him rinsed down again. Show you guys what the tub looks like after. So bad the tub floor is splattered with some blood. Now I'll towel dry and then finally onto the power dryer. A lot of this hair coming out now I'd normally get before, but we couldn't spread the fleas everywhere. We also found some more ticks latched on. Now once he's dry, I'll get him with the Equus Avocado Mist. This brush through, I'm just trying to get all those chunks left over. Very minimal here compared to what I normally do. Now we'll get him on a table and I'll get some help. We're going to work together to get the rest of the mats out. There's some hair underneath caked up with flea poop. Then I'll finally get that muzzle off and brush near his face. A nice bandana. Then we'll check out that nice, clean, healthy, shiny coat. No crazy hair coming out. Now we'll get a before and after. Definitely a giant upgrade. And he's all ready to go home.